foundation, make a name for generations, please, and make a, then take a break or a little vacation and chasing blues away. Hey, hey. You always posting the pictures, trying to look like you.
Okay, so just finally got it out now. As you can see, now it's just all the old insulation that's left in the van. Honestly, to get to the wiring though, we're probably going to pull the insulation out. Originally I was hoping not to have to pull that out and just kind of leaving it, but I think it's going to be best just so we have a clear view of all the wiring in here, and then from there we can then start rewiring things, mainly like lights, kind of figuring out like where the solar panel like runs are going to go, things like that. And then from there, insulation, that terrible panel we had to put back, take off, put that back in, and then we'll get going on the road hopefully. So, all right, back to it.
Look like you always be working, soaking the moments you live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, 'cause baby, I'm okay.
All right, cool. So Zach just pulled out all the insulation for this, and now we've got all of our beautiful, okay, I'm not gonna say beautiful wiring because it's not that great, but now we can start assessing it and seeing what there is. This van has a second fuse box essentially for it that was running a lot of the accessory power and things like that. So we're gonna pretty much rehook it back up, and then we will kind of test everything out and see like what was powered to what, where this main source of power is coming from and where it's hooked up, and then from there we can figure out how we're gonna rewire things. So
I gotta get this off, it's all stuck.
The journey continues. All right. Now Zach just finished up hooking back up the fuse box for this thing. We did get the like interior, some of these accessory lights hooked back up. Now we're gonna go through and literally, probably not the best way to do this, but we're just gonna pull fuses out until we start seeing what turns on and off, and then from there we'll know what each thing does, and then I'll label it from there. Simple as that. Okay, so we've finished, we've done as much as we can today with all the daylight that we have. It's starting to get dark right now. We'll go through and we got a lot of the testing that we wanted done, figuring out like what lights are what, like circuit, not circuit breakers, cigarette light, mapping the fuse box out, a lot of the existing like incandescent bulbs. Figured out what is what for there, because pretty much I want to switch everything to LED, a lot more conservative. As you probably heard in the video, from all the lights just running right now and the car being off, it kills the battery pretty quick. It's more smaller like automobile battery in there. I'll probably swap it out for something a little bit heavier duty just to help out. And also this whole system soon will be switched over to a solar separate powered. Be a whole nother topic we'll get into, but as of right now I think we're done. So we're gonna kind of pack up here and call it a day for right now and come back to this. Now we're actually working on running some of the solar panel cables that are gonna go from the panels on the roof all the way through the van and then out essentially where we're building the base of the bed at. I decided I want to put the batteries underneath the bed. It's just an easy kind of storage. I was looking at the frame of the bed and I was like, okay, this would actually probably be a solid kind of cubby hole for kind of keep it protected from everything else in the van, like anything hitting it. The only thing though, however, it's gonna be a little tough just because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be ripping all the headliner and things like that out, so I'm trying to see if I can find existing wires and being able to just kind of fish and snake the existing wires, finding how they run, and then maybe trying to like use some like metal wire and run some string and then hopefully maybe pull the solar panel cables through. So that's kind of what we're playing around with in the van today. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is running the solar cables. Oh, we gotta run them through the roof right now. So I'm gonna pull off. Luckily this Chevy used to have an old solar panel, like a literally like 1 foot by 1 foot right here on the top. So it has like a hole already drilled and everything. I might have to drill it out a little bit more, but I'm just gonna use the existing one. I was up on the roof pushing the wire through. He pulled it through. It barely fit, which was great. We didn't have to do any more like drilling or anything like that. Now we pretty much took the snake, fished it around. It's up there. I then tied some rope to it, and we're gonna now fish it back through. So the rope comes out through here, and then we'll then tie the cables to that and then re-pull it that way. So let's see if this actually works. You wanna go ahead and start pulling it, Zach? Oh, there we go. Wire came through. Sweet. Next step is tying, it's gonna tie our solar panel cables, and we'll pull them the opposite way now. Can we pull it through though? Oh, I hooked another wire.
Man, I went from a bag to a bag to a bag. I remember me and mama used to ride the cab. Pull up at the lot, no more lease, we paying cash. Show up to a crib, hand the keys.
Finished up here. We got the wires finally ran up from top. Now we ran it through the B wall, or the B pillar. So pretty much now all we have left is running it along the window up here, down into the bed. So finish that up. We're almost losing light now. It's like 5:15 here in California. So I'm gonna try and finish this up with a little bit of light I have, and then probably call it quits for tonight. So
instead I played it cool and sat at home all by my lonely. You can go be stupid, I'll be fine with being phony.
Finally got the rest of the solar panel wires ran. They're obviously just slightly kind of hanging, but that's essentially the run we're doing. We went through just one of the little columns through here, dropping it down, and now it's essentially coming out where the bed is. Once I put the wall back in here, it'll probably just come out the bottom. I'll find something to probably secure it just a little bit better. But we got super lucky. I got 25 feet of cable, and literally it's almost exactly enough that we need with just a little bits to spare. So I'm super happy with that. Other than that, so that's where I'm gonna call it quits for right now on it, but happy with how it came up. I'm probably gonna go on the roof though and just put a plastic bag or something and just kind of seal up the top right now, since I don't have everything fully weather sealed. I'm gonna do that, but as of right now, we'll pick this up in a little bit. So what we're doing today on the van, something I've been kind of dreading to do. The insulation. All right, so two things I'm gonna do when I install this insulation, and I'm actually gonna apply a little bit of safety here. One, like a dust mask, because most likely there's some fiberglass in here. That's not gonna be fun to breathe in for my lungs. And second, I'm gonna use some safety goggles, because I really don't wanna mess up my eyes. Fun, helpful tip of the day, guys. Yeah. All right. Okay. Alright, oh, stop. Okay, oh god, okay. That's a lot, okay. Okay, it just keeps expanding. It's still expanding, oh god. Oh god. That's my life. We're gonna go with my trusty friend, Super 77, yay! We're using this guy right here. Spray the wall. I'm gonna put the paper side on it, and fingers crossed, things work. So we'll see. Okay, don't want those wires to get all messed up. van. I'm happy with it. It looks good. Yeah, definitely I'm not probably the best. Not the best job out there, but I'm happy with how it came out. I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for not using an insulation installer 9000 with a cutter 4000 tool, but I'm happy with it. The only thing that's a little concerning is there's a lot more insulation than it originally came with. It looked like they just kind of sprinkled some insulation on here, whatever stuck. This now has a ton of insulation. See how thick this is. Like, here's the pillar and just how much this foam protrudes from it. So I don't know if that's good or bad, we'll find out. More clouds are better. We'll see. And here's the next tough part, is getting the entire panel back in. Oh goodness, alrighty. A few hours later, and we've made some progress on this van. Yeah. Panels back in, all the wood trims back in. The wiring for them isn't. I just wanted these back, I just kind of wanted everything back in place for right now for my road trip this weekend. We're going camping, so I kind of just want to like test it out. And anyways too, these are using more like old incandescent like lights, so they just suck so much power on the van. So I'm already planning on like pulling each one of the strips out that are behind these. And we're just gonna go LED with them. Obviously saves way more power, way brighter, things like that. So that's the plan for that right now. Next, I'm just gonna finish cutting up the wood for the...
All right, so that is it for the van. I'm actually really happy with it. I mean, I'm actually not there with the van right now. I'm not even in the same state. I'm in Florida visiting family, but overall, I'm happy with how it all came out. I think the next thing we're gonna work on is doing the electrical portion of it, essentially getting like some deep cell batteries in there, inverters, things like that, so we can actually be sustainable when we're off grid and be able to charge cameras and things like that. So if you guys like what I'm doing with this channel, what I'm doing with the videos and the series, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Really helps out, and I'm always looking down there seeing what you guys have to say. So I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.